me test this out. Testing, testing. 1, 2, a tree. All right, hold on. I'm really trying to check, see how all this works. How does it sound? Hold on. I'm trying to find the video so I can hear it myself, see what it sounds like. Can you hear me? I'm trying to find the video so I can hear it myself, see what it sounds like. I'm trying to find the video so I can hear it. Oh, snap. Okay, now we got a microphone. Okay. Yeah, where we at? Where we at? What's popping, man? So, you know, basically exactly what I call, you know what I'm saying, live video. You know what I'm saying? It literally happened exactly to a T. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm like, come on, man. It's too easy. It's too easy.
Definitely want to see, yeah, and this is what
Hold on, let me pull it up.
I literally just told the chat too. I'm definitely going to be looking for some sort of retest of this area going into Monday. So wherever we go, whether we gap up over it, right? I'm looking for us to fail it if we want to get that retest back to 718, fill that gap, or if we do gap down, below it, I do expect us at some point to form
See?
a hard lower high, right? So
You feel what I'm
definitely gonna be watching
saying?
this.
You see what I'm saying? You literally called the move. That's too easy. But yeah, see we got the gap down, we got everything that we needed. Um yeah, see, you gap down, came back up, literally did exactly what we needed. Came back and tested, you know, that zone that we wanted at 722, and then came down, closed that gap at 718. So we literally got a beautiful watch. The thing is though, once we close the gap, you always gotta watch out for gap fill reversals. So, like I said, if this does hold 1 wick, 2 wick, 3 wick, I'm not liking it. So, but I mean I already got all my zeros. So only thing I have now is um 705 for May 7th. That's it. That's it. Yeah, all these wicks are crazy. Look at that. What? Oh, yes, that's wild. Yeah. You gotta be careful though, because remember, um, I know it's natural for your brain to want to go short once the move's already happened, right? So if this is gonna go short, right? You remember you want to wait for a retest. Wait for the retest. Right. Make sure, yeah. So this is the good retest right here. So it's spinning 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Right. So a good 40. You need to, yeah. Make sure, right? A good hour or so. All right. If this holds. If it holds under this for a good hour or so, we most likely come down next to the 617. But if it does hold, we flip back, right? We're aiming right back up for the 719 level. I think that's anchor VWAP. Where's my anchor VWAP at? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, see, look at that. And we had that big megaphone, how we talked about in the video, that if we were planning to go long at any point, we need to see a daily pullback, right? Like, don't get me wrong, obviously, like I said, it can keep going up, but it's not good to be, what I'm saying, we're just every day just buying calls, one retest, you know what I'm saying? So we need some actual pullbacks on a higher time frame. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm bearish. I'm not saying like, oh, this is the top, it's over, it's coming to fill these lower gaps. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, we've topped. Um, in the I'm saying short term frame. Remember, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, right? You never get too overly, biased one position. Zoom out. We're still in the daily uptrend, right? So that's why I said I'm gotta be patient about, where you try to buy calls at. This morning we definitely got calls off the channel bottom for sure. Yeah, definitely got these. Yeah, right here. Definitely caught these. Well, I had it moved up right here first. That's where it was. I just moved it recently. Yeah, right there. See that? Me breakout, retest. It's a caught a little 80% on that. And then of course, because this is what we were looking for, right? We gap down. That was step one. Step two, come up, see if we can retest this area, right? Between here and here, basically where our SR zone was. So we didn't remember I said we don't have enough space to kind of see like, oh, is this support resist? Like we don't have enough time, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all-time high, right? So you got to make sure you give it some time, let some candles form. So we let these candles form, right? You got the high. Remember, when we're bullish, we're looking for breakout retest. So we did take this, right? But we remember you trim into strength. But remember, it set a hard 30-minute lower high, another 30-minute lower high, another 30-minute lower high. And that's why I said we want to today set an hourly 30-minute lower high, which is what we got. We got the breakdown, bang, filled the gap. Anything else, you're being greedy. So don't be greedy. All right. Remember, don't be greedy, man. It's always gonna be another trade, right? If you miss the puts, if you miss the calls, you got the puts. And if you miss these puts, you might get a chance at some more calls. But like I said, only if you reclaim 718.50. If not, let me see what strike I like. If not, like an end of day, what time is it? 11 o'clock. Yeah, let's say we do break down, right? Let's say we reject, we come down, and then towards end of day we start pushing back. I would still aim for this, 719 zone. If we go down first and just don't, break down, retest, continuation. So zoom out. Step one, zoom out, be patient. But yeah. 40 seconds left in this candle, right? So next 40 seconds, if we get to close under, step one. Remember, step two, retest. We need to see, okay, we got the close below, right? We got these two bearish candles, but do we attempt to get back up? Remember, this is the anchored VWAP from Thursday's pop, where we could dip right here. So it's the anchored VWAP right here, right? So we bounce off of it at first, right? At open. Bounce off the anchor VWAP, broke below it, right? So next anchor VWAP was I think the swing low before that one. So whichever one that one is. Yeah. So only thing I have now, like I said, is the 705 puts for the 7th. Because like I said, we caught this move already. Smacked her. I actually went crazy on her. Hold on. I gotta show the guys, man. So this is the first play, right? First play of the day. Calls, smacked. Wait, was this today? No, it's not today. It's not today. My fault, my fault, my fault. It's not today. I don't want to get me in here lying, man. It's not today. Hold on. I dropped it in my channel. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. May 4th. Timestamp. You know what I'm saying? Had to get a little call. You know what I'm saying? I said, hold on. Yeah, we've been smacking all types of, you know what I'm saying? We just going crazy today. So that was beautiful. And then yeah, the puts. I'm talking about smackaroons. Pure smacks. All right, so yeah, now all we gotta do, like I said, basically just be patient under here. Any consolidation under here. Remember, don't be trying to 1 minute, 5 minute this, right? Because this is it's a higher time frame level. So you're gonna need higher time frames. This is what I want. So this is what, I know I always tell y'all, you gotta have a plan for both sides, but I still have to share my I wouldn't say bias because I'll stop out either way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we already up, but my target is the 5-day SMA today. So 716. That's my target for today. We can hit that. Smacking. Smacking. What was that? 715, 96, 715, 95. Market. I had to tell chat real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Let me test this mic, make sure it's working real quick. I don't know why the thing's not showing me my chat, bro. It's so weird. I had to like pull it up to see my own chat. Where it going? All right, yeah. So low key, I'm thinking about taking May 5th, 710s. All right, yeah. May 5th, 710s. When's that? Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow 17. Yeah. So even if we, you know what I'm saying, because the VIX is popping right now too. So remember, look, I went over that as well. I went over that as well. Told y'all, I said, be careful of that VIX, man. If it starts to reclaim, we'll actually set an alert right here at the VIX 20. Because the VIX is gonna probably test its 20-day SMA. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I should just love it when a play come together. But remember I said, hey, we can't call it, but based on the patterns, looks like we're starting to top out. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might say screw the 705 or no. Yeah, I'm gonna say screw these 710s because I didn't realize that was tomorrow. I thought May 5th was 2 more days. So I'm gonna say screw the 710s. I'm gonna close them out here. Like I said, they're only up like 8%. So I'm just gonna close them just because I don't want this candle to close back in the green and then they be ready for no reason. Because that's not the play I intended. So I thought 710s were I thought the fifth was Thursday, but the fifth is tomorrow. It's still a little early. My fault, y'all. Yes, I'm gonna close my here on this little drop. Yes, it's too close of a strike right now. We're already up, right? Remember I say like you don't want to just be giving back gains, you know. So if you do get back in, you want to make sure you give yourself time. So tomorrow's expiration, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that. I'll take that. I'll take that little Munyansky though. I'll take the little Munyansky. That was quick. Yeah, and like I said, I only bought a small position. It went from 0.92 to I just sold it. Market sold it one flat. So not 10%. But that's not the play I wanted. So like I said, I'm gonna stay in the other ones though. The May 7th, 705s. And those are up 10% now, roughly. I kind of want to add, but gotta be patient. Gotta wait for the candles to close. You know, gotta look at our other charts too to make sure. Yeah, it's the last time we had a ceiling, right? Pink ceiling, mini ceiling. Yeah, trading this at all-time highs is just so crazy because it's like we just don't have any. There's no levels. There's just nothing up here. All right. So this is the same buying algorithm, the strong buying algorithm that kind of took us up. Remember, pink, pink. All right, so that's why I said it all kind of lines up. And then we're still inside of this more stronger selling, right? So as long as we're in the stronger selling, remember, I'm gonna hold the puts because I bought them at the top of the trend, right? So as long as we're inside of this channel, I'm gonna hold those puts with time. The zeros, like I said, I already sold them because all I wanted was the gap. We sold them for 200%. Should I have left a runner? Absolutely, absolutely. But like I said, man, just sometimes like with these Trump wicks and stuff like that, like you know, is that new low day? Hey, these boys moving. They're already up a little 20%. All right, I'm gonna trim. Of course, you gotta trim. Gotta take a little profit. Oh, we smacked on Iron today too. That one was fire, bro. Look, I literally posted I'm gonna follow this is my Webull chart. Yeah, see Webull lines up too. Pre-market low, damn near. So see how it all lines up. What Lil Wayne say? Let it all work out. Oh, God. Yeah, look at that Iran. This was beautiful. This is one of those plays we ain't have to wait on. Got that bad boy at open. Smacked 120 on the 60s, and then I just sold the 50s. Or 55, I forget which ones I had. Whichever ones I had, sold them. And then I just rolled into 2 more weeks out, I think. 2 more weeks of the next one of the ones. Yeah. See? As long as we respect this trend line. I mean, as long as we respect this down channel, right? We can just continue down. I don't know how long it's gonna take, right? I don't know. Even if we start the bottom here, end of day, and we pop towards that last end of day, I still expect it to stay in here, unless, like I said, I'm getting ahead of myself. We still got a whole day ahead of us, but I like to give y'all game plans far, far out, so you can't say you ain't know. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know."
Yeah, for some reason I still can't see my chat though, so I gotta open up an actual YouTube link. Can y'all hear? Yeah, for some reason I still can't see my chat. Wait, this thing has voice isolation too? So I gotta open. Hold on. Oh, like, where's my remote? I always put the remote in my pocket because you know how it be when you hold on. Uh-oh. Alert, alert, alert. Wee wee 40%. Smacked. We're up. All right. 60%. Come on now. I'm literally just on here giving y'all bangers, gang. You can't. Come on, you can't. Niggas not. You can't compete with this, bro. Oh wait, 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 wait. Where's that? Oh, there we are. There we are. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. Yeah. We get money from these markets, man. So now, all right. Yeah. Now we can roll again. But wait for the yeah. Wait for this close first, because we got the 5 day. Man, you see that? What was that? VIX. Oh, that's VIX. See, I told y'all. I told y'all. Guess. What did I just sell? What did I just get out of? What did I just get out of? I forgot. Smooth for that. 710. It's getting too easy, man. It's just too easy. It's too easy. Yeah, target hit. We rolled. We took that profit. Yeah. My fault. Just updating the chat. You feel what I'm saying? Gazer, gazer, gazer. I'm low key mad though, because those zeros are now like $3 in the money. Oh man. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a little bit. This is so crazy because I told the guys, I was like, bro, when this does dump, trust me, catch it. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, those zeros are absolutely. I gotta tell everybody to trim their puts. All right, yeah. So like I said, man, look, if they want to come all the way down, 712s. My boy had all his zeros. This man up 700%. Goodness gracious. Oh, jeez. On zero DTs. But I think bro be playing with like 200 contracts. So he probably leave 10, 20 just to, for the screenshots. Smackaroos. Yeah, you see, I said be patient on that 5 day. So that's the 5 day. So that's why I said you wanna literally what I was saying, right? We got that bottom, right? And then literally on the bottom. So do you want to shorten to the bottom of this? Absolutely not. Right? Am I saying go long? I'm not necessarily saying go long, but this has been the, you know, bottom for 2 days, but 2 days is most of it only mounts, like I said, in that pre-market. So this is our first time really having to see if it's going to be a true support, right, in normal hours. And it's perfect because it literally lines up with exactly where the 5 is, right? Yes, wow. Oh, before I got rudely interrupted, right?
Turn my tunes on, man. Now that I know y'all can't hear the music. Yeah, how much are some zeros though? Hold on, real quick, just in case. Just in case they say, never mind, we apologize. Oh, it's Wendy T. I was gonna say, are you serious? What I say? Liquidity back here at 719. Yeah, nah. So let it test its pre-market low first. All right. And yeah, don't chase that. Don't chase either way. Remember, if you didn't catch the move, like I said, you gotta be patient. But you gotta really start, catching these moves. Yeah, that was spectacular. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, y'all seen the game yesterday, bro? Bro, all these games, bro. All these games are they're so rigged, bro. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, I want to go. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can hear my music, bro. If y'all can hear my music, I'm gonna be in here turned up. I swear. Yeah, I swear. Okay, you can kind of hear it, but you only kind of hear it when This is kind of loud. I ain't tripping. Yeah, where we at? I'll finally see these. All right, so I move out of iron calls. Um, dang, you didn't sell the iron calls? Yeah, the iron pump today. Dude, why is my portfolio on a downtrend? But yeah, funny. What? Oh man, Joel Embiid, bro. I kid you not. I took the parlays, right? So I've been on a run lately. I ain't gonna lie. So I took the parlays. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see what I took. Easy bag too. I'm like, oh, light work, bro. Why did I take the under on Joel Embiid? Like I kid you not, bro. It was a over. It was his I think it was either his fantasy score or his PRA, or just points. I'm trying to find it. What? Why are you yelling? My cat in here yelling at me. Blonde. She asked something. I said, calm. Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie though. I was green. I was green. I was green. And then yeah, that was the one that did me bad. Bro, I don't even know how that happened. I took the under on Baylor Sherman, whoever that is, over on Derek White, of course. I promise you I took the over on Joel Embiid, because why not? He always at the free throw line. So I'm like, okay, Joel Embiid, 26 points, cool. Peyton Pritchard, 2 threes, obviously, and then Tyrese Maxey had a free square at one point. So I'm like, what? 8.5x? Easy. Smack. Put it in. I don't even look at it. As soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, this work. This work. And then yeah, I go to the slips at the end of the game just to find out I took the under on Joel Embiid. But yeah, anyway, so we got the test of the pre-market low, right? Pre-market low. Now where we should come is actually right about here, right? If, like I said, we continue down. So if we continue down, come down to our 14. If we smack that, 713. Remember, what did I say in our video recently? All of the orders and the support and all that stuff is stacked right about here. Right? None of this was retested. So none of this was retested in normal hours. This wick, like I said, this wick still pisses me off, honestly. Because it's like, all right, I guess. But yeah, so see. So first level of defense, if this breaks, then it's the second level of defense. So that's why I ended up just rolling, those contracts out. Because yeah, you don't want to have to sit through all of this. Let's say it bounces end of day and blah 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 blah. So yeah. Smacked on those zeros, took that profit, rolled it out, you know, relax. Relax. Yeah, see. Dang, bro, they did that quick. So yeah, I might actually, yeah, just trim. Well, oh no, we sold them already. Oh yeah, we saw those. The yeah, 60%. I'm tripping. Wagwan. Oh wait, let's grab. Hold on. What's the 719 that wick was? Oh, all right. Where's 719 at? 719 is Anchor VY. All right, so if we get that, I'm definitely gonna try to grab some of those. Let's see. Yeah, if we get back in here, you know the rules, right? Bang bang. So if this gets back in here, we're gonna play it, right? 719 calls, and then we should, like I said, pop back up over if we do that, and then we might pop end of day. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, first step, obviously step one, it gotta break back in. So if we get this break back in, get a 5 minute close or it holds good enough, we'll grab a few cons, bang, we get back up here, grab a few more, and then probably just ride it up until here or wherever this anchor view ends up being around 719. So yeah, we'll see if it plays out. So remember, right? Liquidity. Sweep. Bang bang. All right, and then we just come back up. Should do this. So yeah, 719 or yeah, 719. Hey, hold on. I literally just put the order in, bro. While I was talking, I didn't even see that wick. Yeah, let's go. All right, I'm already trimming. 35%. Yeah. That's not to y'all, that's to the market makers. Because they always trying to take our money. All right, yeah, so trimmed already, 30%. I probably won't add though. I probably won't add. It was just too quick for me. Yeah, because like I said, this could just be a quick retest. Yeah. Came down close enough. All right. Yeah. Look. Oh, and it aligns up perfect with the bottom of this trend. Look. Oh, come on. This is too easy. So yeah, we either get back up here, maybe fail and roll, or like I said, we get back up, clear, get back, and then come back up test. That'd be wild. What's 50%? Let's go. Let's go. Keep trimming them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did we really just smack a little 50 Rooskies? We just smacked a little 50 Rooskies. We just smacked a little 50. You know what I'm saying? And my DJ paid. Inshallah. I really don't mind Central C. Yeah. You ain't scrolling TikTok. 69%. Freak ass charts. Bro, this is so bro. Did I not just call this move, bro? Come on, man. Fuck that. We can go M for M. All right, so I'm trimming. I sold all those. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's so crazy. What's this up here? 720, 722. So if you missed that, I would say 720. Damn, it's just moving fast. Oh my gosh. Hold on, relax. Yeah, I would just say relax. Cause yeah, unless you want to go further out on some lotto shit, but even then, there's no point. There's no point in trying to chase that. Cause one candle in this could be support. I mean resistance, right? Remember, resist, break down, retest. So if this is the retest, then it'll roll, right? But if it does pop, you're green. But is that a risk you really want to take if you haven't caught the puts or the calls? You know what I'm saying? It just be better for you to wait. I don't hang with rats. That's some new type shit. Just sad running through the crew type shit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Phone battery 20%. Relax. Relax. Yeah. Remember, look, I drew this. Oh, I posted this earlier. Look, hold on. What does this look like? What does this look like? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Break down. Where should we come back up? Roughly 719, right? Yeah. So in this case, how much are these? 720 0DTs. How much are these? 720 0DTs. 720 0DT or $30. That's a nice risk. So 706 puts for tomorrow are $30, and SPY calls for today are $30. You really could roll both. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, this is too easy, man. This is so crazy. Even when this was dumping, I was like, I'm getting ahead of myself. But if it comes out here, pop, blah, blah. Bro, it's literally doing it right now. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so on an hourly level, right, we should get some sort of retest. Um, you know, just like I said, even if it doesn't go too crazy, but just so we can get a confirmation of this head and shoulders, right? Because as of now, like I said, there's no confirmation if we never get that retest. Because this could just be a sweep, right? Obviously we banked on it, but as far as more going downside, right? Bang. Let's say it goes like something like this, right? Let's say it flips completely and it just never, what I'm saying, recovers and blah, 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 and then all time high, right? You don't want to do that. So wait for this retest. Like I said, we obviously scalped the calls off the bottom for this retest, but remember, this is a 30-minute candle. So what about 30-minute candles? Remember, we don't really care about these wicks because you can have this wick and then the market still take its time to come back down and get actual candle closures, right? The wick, like I said, it just could be liquidity. It could have just been somebody front running it, whatever, right? For more downside, right? So we could come set this lower high right here. And on 30-minute, it'll just look like we're pushing. But I mean, on the 5-minute, 1 minute, it'll look like we're just pushing. But on the 30 and stuff, it'll probably come around right there. So yeah, just be careful. And like I said, look where we are. All right. So bottom here, top, 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 bottom, sweep. Right. So you got the possibility of a larger inverse head and shoulders if it wants to staying here, whatever. And then, like I said, that's why I said end of day or past lunch if it doesn't go now, right? So if it doesn't go now, either way it goes, we still want to target at least 719, at least what is it, 718.25? At least give us this, because then at that point, now we know for sure what it is, what it isn't, right? So if it's bullish, remember, if it's bullish, it's gonna test it, right? And then it's gonna attempt to fail, but it's gonna hold, and then we will recover, right? But if it's bearish, it's gonna attempt to push past it, and it can't, and it can't, and it can't, and then it'll roll back over. So you gotta be patient with those things. Give it time, give it time. That was a banger we just caught, but that did happen pretty fast. It happened pretty fast. So let me move all this stuff out the way real quick so y'all can see the charts, and then yeah, we'll go from there. That was a banger, man. That was gorgeous. There we go. All right, yeah, 2 minutes left in the 30-minute. See where we are? We got that wick, but look where we are. All right. So remember, be patient. All right. You gotta assume most things are a trap. right? If your brain's telling you, oh, now's the time to get in, you gotta take a step back. Because you gotta remember, most people are trading the same way everybody thinks, right? Most people think the same way. Most people are like, oh, it's dumping, I should short, right? Or they think, oh, it's pumping, I should buy calls. But in the stock market, obviously, it's a little different, right? Like when your brain's telling you like, oh, about to go long, I gotta go long. I've missed it. Everybody's up 100%, right? And that's when it usually dumps. And then vice versa, when it's you get the candle like this, and then everybody's like, oh, should I buy puts? Should I buy puts? We at that point, when they're buying puts, we buying calls, and we just liquidated the ass. So yeah, remember you gotta give yourself a little mental rewiring. Fuck this. I saw 6 foreigns. I just got out the bump bed, 3 million cash, then sit something on my head. Mm. Yeah, so we want this, I'm not gonna lie. We want this to be a breakdown retest for more downside because think about it. Obviously, like I said, it's just easy, keep mine calls, yada. But we really want to get some sort of true daily pullback so we can get long-term entries, right? So we want to get like a, at least come down here. Not saying we're doing it today, but sometime during this week, right? We want to see some sort of daily pullback because this is getting ridiculous, man. Like, it's getting ridiculous. I'm not saying obviously, we've been banking, we've been playing either way it goes, but I want to get a actual position, right? I want to get like some cool. Now we can load up here and swing them. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, this has been like super scary to swing because it's like, okay, we're at all time highs again. We're at all time highs again, right? So it's super scarier to swing something like this versus if we get right, we got all this liquidity in here, right? Because remember this where we chopped at right here. Got the breakout, retest, and then continuation. So it would be ideal if we did come back and test in here, right? It's just anywhere in here, and then we could try to attempt to go long. Obviously, like I said we'll watch it in between 714 and 711. So really 710. You can say 710 to 714. That's the zone that you want to be watching on the higher time frames, right? That's when you want to be zooming out. Go get your favorite bullet on your face. I rap when I got to say. This a F8, not a C8. Mansory edition in the May. We'll darken these up a little bit. I don't want y'all to get too confused. That's just these are just anchored VWAP, so don't worry about them too much. Nothing too crazy. You ain't missing nothing. So basically, it's basically just VWAP, but I'm choosing where I want to anchor them at. So I anchored this one at the low, the green one. I anchored one of them here, the red one, I believe. Yeah, the red one, and then I anchored this most recent one just off that Thursday's low. Right. So every like little pivot swing low, I just kind of, just so I can have a little, some sort of levels because we're like I said, we're at all time high. So you need all the help you can get. Hey, we trading up here, man. You need all the help you can get. Um, yeah, I don't want y'all to get too confused about the lines and stuff. So I'm trying to clean it up for you. Yeah, he in. Hey man, he's hey man. Yeah, see, 5 day test, 20. The 20 is where we really gonna try to go long at, right? Because like I said, if we're still in a bull market, we're still continuing, to go higher. When we get this pullback, that's why I said I hope it does like this, right? Oh, hold on. I hope that all of this is just a little liquidity box. This, right? All this in here. So I hope all this is a sweep, and then we retest down here, and then trap the right. Because then that's our perfect, right? Remember, we got the we do this play all the time, but we do it on smaller time frames. Breakout, retest, trap, right? So this would be the perfect ideal scenario when it comes to a daily bull trap or something like that. Like for our bull, like anything under the 705, man, if they will give it to us, man, if the market makers are nice enough to do that, watching his I did on camera. I don't pay with a full ARP sitting on the counter. Think you got more shots than CG? Come and try your luck. Anybody got more chops than us? There we go. See, building that liquidity. Boom, boom. Literally what I drew out. And right, that way you get some sort of inverse head and shoulder. So now we can clear this beam, right? targets up here and go out in his glove box. Katie patient. He might spank him next year or tomorrow. But remember, the reason why we have this all drawn out is because this is just all building liquidity, right? So anything in here, I wouldn't necessarily want to trade this. Remember, I said this is a small, super. This is the 1 minute, so this is a super small channel. I'd rather wait for it to, like I said, either reject, right? We lose the 5, let the 5 be resistance, we go lower, right? Or, right, we do hold. Damn, I can't draw. All right, or like I said, we get back above, we hold, because now you zoom out. This is just the bottom of this, right? So it's inside of both, but it's kind of building that liquidity. So we do need that breakout, retest, and then we'll see what we do in here, right? And like I said, even here, you still don't want to be long and heavy, right? We already caught the longs, right? We already caught this piece right here. So, you know, like I said, if you missed it, you still just got to be patient and know what you're looking for. So that way, when it appears in front of you, you don't want to be like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Like literally, what did I say in the video? I said, hey, my plan is no matter where we go, we got up or down, I'm gonna look for some sort of higher low to be set in the zone. When it happened, I wasn't like, oh, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? I already had a game plan. I said, hey, if we break out retest, I'm going long. If not, I'm going short. And then we got, I don't know if it was a news candle or something, but I seen this. I said, oh yeah, as soon as it bounced, I'm getting in. And then we got the whatever this little crazy wick was, but I got in, and then yeah. Crazy. Up 8 a.m. geeking. All right, I'm a real man. There we go. There we go. 2 slime every time. What's this? 718. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Sarsky. Yes, Sarsky. Yeah. Then I did the pint of tech in a cold red. Huh? What's wrong, my mom? Here. What's wrong? Huh? You want some? Mm. Oh, well, screw you then. Ah. Whew. Ugh. Remember, we're still looking for some sort of lower high to be set between here and here, right? If not, we get this. You get the FU candle where it's like psych, and then this will be an inverse head and shoulder, right? If we get all the way back up here, if we reject here, now we got the head, shoulders, retest, right? So anything below here, that's why I said it's anything that candle that we got here was probably the best scalp. Trying to get a little piece from here to here, like I mean, it's your account. You do what you want, but I'm not gonna take a what is this? Uh, Literally a $1 range. Like I said, you could if you're already up crazy, or you know you got plenty of buying power. You just want to throw a little quick low. But this was literally we got it on live, so this right here was gorgeous. Right off the 5, got out the puts, got calls, 50%. Thing, absolutely disgusting. But yeah. So like I said, this is the range where we'll, like I said, we'll. Oh, I thought we got I thought I got a Trump alert at first. I said, hold on. You know, Trump, he be saying some shit. But yeah, so anyway, going into the zone, right? This is a small area. But what you can do is wait for the first test. And if it comes down and then holds, now you can try to get some. And then this will be a better R&R here to here versus here to here. You know what I'm saying? But damn, bro, they already finished the hotel across the street and they're still just loud. Like, what more do y'all want? I love living downtown though. Make you feel like you part of society for real. Wake up, go downstairs to the concierge. Hey, how's it going? You know, give everybody your little polite smile. There we go. Because we do not listen to rest. Yeah, so like I said, if we do either way it goes, remember I said if we do bottom here towards the bottom, like we start going lower, I do still expect some sort of wherever we are, I'm sort of magnet to the 5, right? If we're below it, I definitely think they're gonna try to at least, come test it before it close. Or like I said, if we're above it, I'm pretty sure it's still, because that 5 day is a really big level. So if we're going to continue lower on a broader time span, it's gonna start to reject the 5, right? So we'll just leave that right there. Remember to zoom on to our 30. So yeah, this would be my ultimate game plan, right? And I'm saying this just so I can clip it if this shit happens, right? So yeah, if this shit happens. It is Monday, May 4th at 11:37. Like I said, if this is just a sweep, right? If it's not just your typical, breakout retest and we go from here and we do actually go lower back into the zone, I'm definitely gonna be waiting for some sort of sweep of either here, here, here. So anywhere, right? Anywhere kind of in those zones, gonna be watching. Obviously, I'm not just gonna be like, oh man, I'm buying right here instantly. No, you gotta wait and see. Because if it does bounce here and then recovers, like I said, I'll go along there. But ideally, I do want a sweep, a bear trap. That would just be gorgeous, All because mind you, all the bears are still in denial. They're like, this can't be happening. It's manipulation. Like, duh. It's always been manipulated. We're just trying to get a piece of the manipulation, man. That's it. But yeah, that would be the best ideal spot to come back into. It would just be so beautiful. Like it would just be such a that'd be one of the ones. All the bears would be like, I told y'all, we're dumping full port putts. But like I said, we'll play whatever. We'll play either side. It don't really matter to me. Um, it just would be more fun, obviously, because it'll be a play that we're already setting up for, that we already know we like. Let's see. So while we're waiting for this, I'm gonna give my slip of the day. All right. While we're waiting to see whether this is a breakdown retest, continuation lower to 714 or recovery. Right. So we're gonna wait. But while we do that, let's give you my slip of the day. I got Karl-Anthony Towns, 4.5 free throws made. They're playing Embiid. That rivalry, crazy. I got OG Anunoby, 3 free throws made. Like then we fouling cuz. And then of course the GOAT, Jaden McDaniels, I got him for 6 field goals made. Now, if this cash, yeah, y'all owe me. Y'all need me a cut for real. If this cash and these slips cash, come on, man. I'm finna start a prize pick server, the prize picks Discord. It's just so gross. I'm trying to clean my insides out before I eat my first meal of the day. I try not to eat before noon, but it's just warm water, lemon juice, and apple cider vinegar. It's disgusting. Disgusting. I still can't. I still. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Uh-oh. Are they gonna give it to us now? Little inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, I gotta pull up this whole thing to see the YouTube chat. Yeah, I guarantee we'll probably catch another 100% for the day's over with. They've been just handing them out, and I hate, the fact that, after a while when you do, get this high volatility, I hate the fact that it does kind of rewire your brain to think that every single play is gonna be of absolute double one triple. You know what I'm saying? 200%. But in this market, they've really been giving them to us for real. But let me check the Lakers in 5. I don't know why your stream is so quiet. Hold on, let me turn the mic up. Let me know if this is better. I just turned the microphone up. But I also have on voice isolation too, because I'm playing music and I don't want to get, you know, what's it called? Copyright strike. Lakers in 6 or 7. Man, that's how I feel about the Lakers. It's crazy. In front of me, I have two beautiful LA Lakers hats. And I have another LA hat that I just bought. But it has nothing to do with the team. I live in California, man. LA was everywhere. And then that one's just fire. It's just brown. Matches my watch. So, you know. Prime brown gonna whoa, what? I don't want to say that on live. Sixers and 4. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm rooting for the Sixers. I don't like New York. Yo, bet you still back holding Iran? No. So with Iran, we actually hit the target already on that. Remember, I posted this in the channel yesterday. Oop. Wait. Yeah, so I took my profit, right? and then I sold. I took profit right when we hit 51, and then I did roll. So I do still have Iran contracts, but that's why I have this alert set up here. So I need to move it up. There you go. Yeah, so if we do break, like I said, I'll look for more positions. If we break out, retest, then I'll go. But we bought literally down here at open. You know, we got the breakout retest of the. See. So perfect. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on, y'all. Listen up. Listen up real quick. Hold on. Let me just show y'all this really quickly. So you see how we have this downward channel, right? We have liquidity, 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 sweep, come back up, and then we break back. Look how this looks almost similar to this, right? Let's invert it, right? You see that? Except the only thing is that it was going from a selling channel to a buying channel. So this one's going from my fault. Switch that, switch that. This was going from the selling channel, popped out. This one was going from the more so of a buying perspective, right? Because we're bottoming out of the channel versus we, you know, on Iran we did this, popped out, then start to pop like this. So if this is just an inverse of that, then if it's an inverse, then we should pop, right? And then go below. So if it doesn't, then it's just gonna play out exactly like this one, right? It's gonna go back, probably bottom here. I mean, my fault, top here, and then probably break back this way. So you see how we just keep using the same, like it's simple. You can use them on anything you trade. You draw you some channels, right? Draw you some support resistance. Wait for the breakout retest, right? You trade the bottom, you trade the top. Either way it goes. But obviously this is better because it's a 4-hour chart, right? So this is why this one was so much easier to bank this morning. That one literally went straight up. But yeah, you see how you literally can just use these channels no matter what you're trading, no matter what. Like this doesn't always, you know, just only apply to spot. Like it applies to anything on chart, like any other charts that I do have. Same rules, right? Same rules apply. So watch this sweep, right? Remember, this is an inverse head and shoulders. If it does break back up, retest, right? Break that retest. And then we aim for, again, that same 719 zone, right? If it doesn't and it fails, right? Let's say you do get the break, because that can happen. You can get a breakout retest. Remember, you can get a breakout retest and then it just doesn't, like, it doesn't close above, you know, wherever that breakout happened at. And then if it just creates a lower high. So that's how they usually trap a lot of buyers. And that's basically what happened on Friday, right? Friday did the same thing, right? It was a perfect everything you could have did right. Boom, bull flag, breakout, all right? Well, double top, came back down, retest, right? So now you got a breakout retest of the bear flag, right? And then the only thing is, it looked perfect, but it never cleared the high, right? So all it did was it came up. Obviously, we still banked on call. It's still a beautiful position, but that's what you got to trim. You got to trim at your levels because that way, you know, and then trim, and then obviously put your profit stops. But if you keep trimming and then look, so reject it, and then boom, they attempt it again, lower high again. So the thing is, like, you can obviously get, and that's can obviously get breakout retests that don't play out, but you'll know they won't play out because they won't go like breakout retest and they won't continue past that high. Because if this is a breakout retest and it just goes here, is it really breaking out? Not yet, right? So you would have to wait for two things. You would have to wait for a trap to be set, breaks out, right? And it does go, or if they trick you and then they just go lower, right? You get something like this. This one did sweep the high. So like I said, it can sweep or it might not. But yeah, you gotta remember, if you're gonna wait for the breakout retest, wait for that continuation. Because the continuation, obviously you can start scaling, but you know, when you want to, you know, go full size and be like, oh, this is my play. Make sure you got that confirmation first because you got a low. I mean, you got a high, a low, lower high, lower low, low, right? So this is a technical downtrend, but it still attracted a lot of people because, you know, in their brains, like, you can still get used to just every time you see a breakout retest buying it, right? Especially in such a bullish market, and that's why I was saying, like, hey, I don't want to just keep buying these calls, right? Like, I want a deep pullback. And even last week, I said the same thing. I said, hey, we're holding this, like, if we gap up, like, I still don't want to just go long at 714. Doesn't make any sense. Why? Because look left, right? We had all this resistance up here. So if we just magically go up here, no, I'm not gonna go long instantly. I want to wait for a retest, right? So we got it, and it just sliced and came right back to this retest. So then we bought the calls. Or no, actually I bought puts and I waited for the calls. I missed this, unfortunately, right? But then once we got pre-market high, came back into support, I bought here. And then the rest is history, right? So you got to be careful because so every breakout retest isn't automatically just gonna oh, it gapped up, breakout, you know. So you need to make sure you get confirmation because you can. A lot of people just instantly bought calls in this zone, didn't wait for the candle to close. Just, well, this is support. We broke out, retest, right? No, you gotta be careful, right? And you gotta be patient. Zoom out, let those candles close. Because if you're not letting candles close, you really just you're hoping that this candle closes in your favor. You feel me? And so yeah, remember, always just, be patient, man. You're not gonna miss it. Trust me, when the trade is there, you're not gonna miss it. Obviously, these scalps and stuff that we catch on live. That's why I do it live, so that way we can catch it live. They're just too quick. But the main setups, like when I go over this stuff in the YouTube videos, I'm doing this for a reason. Um, just so we can actually get the full big picture, right? Because this one took time to play out. This is why this one was such a beautiful play, right? I went over it in the video. I said, hey, we gap down. Either way, we either gap down or gap up. I'm still going to be looking for a lower high to be put in. And literally right here, we just watched the video in 4K. And it's on my YouTube. So if you want to go back and see how did we know where to get in, how do we know to do this, how do we know this, just go rewatch the video. Everything's in there. But yeah, what chart was I was finna go over? Somebody asked me about. Oh, Iran. I was walking through the concierge desk and I almost said fuck Iran out loud. But I was talking about the stock. I was talking to my boy. We were joking around how we didn't get 1,000%. Because everybody kind of they get at some point everybody starts to get a little pissy, man. You can give people a 100% trade for 10 days in a row. The one day you probably give them a 20%. No more bangers. You're like, what the hell? You expect every play to be 1,000,000%. So we were joking around. And then I was on the phone and I said it out loud. I was like, fuck Iran. And I was like, damn, it probably sounded like I said out Iran. Walking by like, the hell? Yeah, so Iran is just flagging. Yeah, flagging. But like I said, I'm still in this. Um, we went over one of these charts at oof. We went over one of these in the on the last live trading session I did. We went over one of these. I just can't remember which one it was. This is crazy though. Celsius? Wow. What's in a lifetime? Everything is one. Yeah. So until this breaks, leave that alone. Leave that alone. I know everybody kept asking me about that. Leave it alone. Leave it be. Now these puts. This is what we need to be talking about. These puts. I'm in the waiting room waiting for us. All right, so now it seems like we're going to test that bottom again. As of now, I ain't gonna lie. We got some shit today, chat. The account. Look at the account, bro. Got the account up 5% today. Banks only giving people, 4% a year. We just up the entire account 5% one day. I gotta go to Kansas City tomorrow. Me and my family, we're doing a little road trip, and then I gotta go to Nebraska. And Nebraska. Let's move this up a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna be all over this week. I'm still trying to get some lives in, but no promises, gang. I'm gonna be on the road. I don't even know what's in Nebraska. I don't even know what's in Omaha. Like what the hell? Don't even got Wi-Fi out there. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have my hotspot and stuff like that, obviously. So I'll still be able to go live, but you probably just won't be able to see me because I'll have my different setup. How you feel about it? Yeah, Baba. All right, so yeah, remember if this is setting a lower high underneath, then all we got to look for is a close below. All right, so what was it? Baba. We have a Baba chart. Why do I feel like that sounds so familiar? Can we trade? Can we trade, Baba? Hold on. See, look, perfect. Remember what I said? Watch that pre-market low. So break out. If this is the retest, then we probably push back up. If we close back under pre-market low, Probably continue lower. I'm gonna find this Baba chart. I know I got one too. Is it on Weeble? Hold on. I know. Baba. I do have a Baba chart. Okay. I was gonna say I know I got one. Yeah, to see how this never broke out. Same thing with Celsius. Like you can have a falling waves that never breaks out. It just never broke out. But we caught this one though. We caught this bad boy. This was beautiful. This was such a beautiful time. I remember this. Right at the beginning of the year, just up some bags off Baba. But as far as now, looks like we got a little inverse head and shoulder going on for real. If you can break this, yeah, you can break this back over like 140. Will look decent. Yeah, see, big old inverse head and shoulders. To be honest, dang, Baba went crazy overnight and then it popped back up. That's sick. I actually set an alert actually for Baba. I got an alert set 137. That breaks. I'll probably watch it, and then yeah, we will get that neckline. Or I might just get in early if we break this and just aim for that the 140s, see if I catch a little quick bag. Yeah. 6 minutes up in this 30-minute candle. What are the what everything else y'all trading? What y'all trading, man? Let me know. Yeah, look, like I said, if this is a failure, it should be beautiful. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's better. You what? 76ers money line. VJ over 10 with a lot. Okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I like VJ Ekman, man. I really like, bro. He's tough. Oh nah. Don't you hate when you play a song and then they give you the remix version? You're like, I did not ask for this game. Yeah, no, I didn't ask for that version. I'm over here listening to what's the name of that song? I forget the name of the song. But then all of a sudden I hear Meek Mill yelling like, whoa, calm down, okay. Did not want to listen to you, Tony. I rock with me with Meek Mill too. I just didn't want to listen to that. I'm not in that mood. You know, you listen to Meek Mill while you trading, your emotions get a little, you start getting a little, heart beating fast. Hold on, wait a minute. You thought I was finished? You start getting a little hype, you're a little too hype. All right, now let's see if this holds. We can start seeing if we can catch a little calls to the upside real quick. I've been trying. All right, let's see. Hold on. Jacket, this is elite shit. Nike crossbody got a piece in it. All right, how long we got in this 30? I'm gonna show you how. All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes should let us know something. And if we do close above it, next candle, as soon as it attempts and doesn't, and starts to push back up, it's blue. Oh, that's crazy. This is literally this. Look at that. That's so crazy. This is what I be meaning when I say all you gotta do is look left. Obviously, like I said, it's a little different when we go to all-time highs. You really got to use those overnight levels. You got to use them overnight levels for sure. But when we actually have things to look left on, there's no way you can lose. You just literally just look left. Right? We consolidate it right in here and then just. You need that. There you go. I love that. So many. They be mistaken us for other ops. Hold on, y'all gotta turn it with me. Hold on. It's either you or me. I took it off voice isolation. Let me see if I can hear it. Hold on, y'all gotta turn it with me. Hold on. It's either you or me. Yeah, okay, y'all can hear it.
all-time highs. You really got to use a.
Oh, this is dope. I like this little microphone. Yeah. Right foot slide. I say can't let this one slide. This is perfect. It would actually be more fun to get calls because puts, like I said, because we're in such a bullish market, like you know, you get like a little one candle and then it's right back up. Literally, you get one of these, you know. So obviously, it's way easier to play calls in this kind of market, but excuse me, I'm still in those I'm still in those what is these? 1DTE 706s. Those are my little lottery runner that I'm probably gonna swing. You know, nothing crazy. Just because, like I said, anything can happen. They could just gap us straight into this, you know, this zone, right? And those are still print. Plus, I just rolled, so we just take profit that you already made. You take a percent of it. Let's say made a band, right? You made $1,000. Next play I get in, I'm probably gonna use like 300. That smacks. That went crazy. Cool. Next play, I might use another 300. I might use 200. You know, but I'm never gonna use more than like, you know, 40% max of what we just made, right? Like unless it's like I said, if it's a beautiful play, like I cannot resist it. You know, it is what it is. But if it's not, then I'm not gonna be like, oh, 200%. Let me get back in full size. Like, why would you do that, right? Especially let's say you caught this and then you missed this little candle. You're like, oh, it's going lower. Let me get back in. You full size and then you you get wrecked. You know, get. Funny part is I actually have a full sequin jacket. So whenever we was listening to this in New York, he said black leather glove, no sequin. I said, hold on. Oh, jacket sequin, twin, relax. It was tough though, I ain't gonna lie. Super tough. Y'all boys not really, you know, y'all boys ain't really tough for real, for real. Let me show you the fit. Let me see if I can find a picture. The fit. Solo on that YOLO for real. Heard a lot about you, but we don't know for real. All right, the candle closed. All right, so now we can start seeing. All right, if we do get this pop, we can get this pop. We can close over, right? And then we can get a push. If not, let it be. Right, let it keep seeing if we come back a new low. Because right now we're right exactly at pre-market lows. So just watch that. If I ain't give it, I'll be wrong. What else y'all got, man? Y'all got any other tickers or anything? Whipping in the kitchen. Couldn't do it and I did it. Look at my bank account. Alright, so now we can see. We can do a little small position of them. What did I say? How much is 719? How much we got? Alright, 3 minutes left. We'll wait for this 3 minutes. I grabbed a little, you know, just I want to see how they move real quick. Because if these don't move good, I'll grab 718s. So I grabbed a little small, little toucan. I just want to see how they move real quick. 40 auto feet, and they down below. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, Bobble got smacked. Dang! GameStop gave away everything. Dang. No, that's so foul, bro. That's so messed up. See, this is why I don't trade this kind of stuff. It's so manipulated. Like, this is crazy kind of manipulation. You telling me you buy calls Friday. Hold on. Let's put this back on voice isolation real quick. All right, you tell me you swinging calls, right? You swing calls. You see Friday. Oh, Jimmy, eBay news, yada 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 yada. You like, oh, I'm up. Okay, eBay is still up, so that's good. But still, bro, that's messed up, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess you still made it 4%, but bro, from 15 to barely 5%, that's just rude. That's just rude, yeah. That's messed up, bro. This is why I don't trade them kind of stocks, bro. I'll be telling y'all, stay away from them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them little pump and dumps, bro. Like, stay away from that shit. Let me see. Okay, like it's pushing. All right, so we're getting that push. Remember, back over pre-market lows. I'll add. All right, I'm now in a not crazy. I said we already smacked. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to chase that. You don't want to chase that high if you're not already green. Remember, so if we're already green, we already caught the puts, we caught the calls, we caught the puts again. You should have a well enough buffer. You know what I'm saying, to where you can take a trade and not be like, oh, if this goes red, I'm cooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just size, size accordingly to whatever your account is, is set up to handle. How's it looking? Feels good to you? It's good. Oh, 25% already. Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, these are moving. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna trim these. All right, why is it not? There we go. There we go. I'm like, why is it not? I'm trying to show y'all. All right, yeah, so I trimmed. Dang, I didn't even see it going. It's crazy because the candle don't even look that big when it comes to, oh, yeah, definitely trim that. Because if it isn't, remember when I said, it could just be setting lower high. So if we don't clear that, then there's no reason to hold. So you trim into the strength because obviously we do know that there's indeed a retest, right? So what's this? Oh, I was like, what the hell is this? Inverse chart. This would be perfect for the retest, right? Either way it goes, remember what I always tell you guys, no matter what way it goes, you're still gonna need a retest, right? So who says we can't make money off the retest too? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, do that once build up a buffer, you practice, you've seen it happen multiple times. If you're still a beginner, obviously don't just be trying to both side it, set you up a plan. But I'm just saying, like, if we want to go short, what I say in the video, if we want to go short, we're gonna need to see some green into that. Oh yes, Sirski. All right, trim it more. Yep. Yep. Tight shit. Tight shit, son. Yo. Took that little 40 ball. You feel what I'm saying? You really do this. All right. All right. Yeah. So I trimmed that. Now I only have runners. So this trade means nothing to me anymore. That's what I tell the market makers so they can make it go a little bit more. I don't even care for real. I don't even care about this trade, man. Who cares about this trade, bro? Bro, for real, I do not care. Psh, who care about this trade? Not me. Who in calls? Not me. I'm not in calls. I'm not in calls making money on. Shit. Yeah, bro, we do not care about this trade, man. We do not care about this trade, son. We do not care. We do not care. Go to zero. We don't care. Shit, go to hell. Let me drop this in the chat real quick. Remember, for real though, make sure you take profit for real though. Still looks perfect. There you go. That's good. All right. Remember, don't go too crazy because remember, you need to confirmation. So the candle's still open. Anything can happen in 2 minutes. Just because we got the breakout, remember, you still need to close inside of this channel and then you need to hold inside of this channel. Then you can get that, that push up. So if that doesn't happen and you do roll back down, you got to be careful. Downside is limited, in my opinion, just because I don't think we're really going to get too much more of a flush. We probably come up here, sweep this, and then flush end of day. Or like I said, if we come down here, we pop into that. But I think they still close it roughly around the same level. Yo, tripping. Yeah. Yeah. And you're making Manyansky. Ooh, whiskey. Still pushing. 48%. Like I said, we trimmed into the banger, but you gotta leave some just for the screenshot. You know what I'm saying? You up a little 30 contract, you know what I'm saying? You gotta leave at least one. You gotta leave one contract ain't gonna hurt you for real. Just for the little screenshot, man. Just so I could be on my guru shit, you feel me? How I made 1,000,000% in 1 minute using this simple strategy. That's how they be. That's how they be. My iPhone's at 10%. Mhm. Oh, it's my fault. Oh, dang, y'all added me from YouTube. I'm like, what are all these requests? I forgot my Discord was in the in the thing. I'm like, what are these people trying to friend request me? I forget. My fault, y'all. My fault, Kangi, Twinsky, Burnham, Comedies from Fed Williams. Fed, we got a Fed speaker. Ah, bah. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Spy, Google, Amazon, Smack, Lowe's. Okay. Okay, NVIDIA. But NVIDIA bullshit though. NVIDIA will look like this, and then in 20 minutes, this candle will be red, bro. There's no in between. Like this candle gonna be red as hell down here, or it's gonna be like way up here. It's so sick when they started adding like all those short-term options positions. Cause bro, that shit, I'm telling you, it's making people good money, but it's gonna burn a lot of people, bro. It's gonna burn a lot of people. Cause buying time obviously is the safest way to, not get in your head, not overthink, not overtrade. You know what I'm saying? It's the safest, of course, is to buy time. But that constant thrill of zero DTs and one DT, two DTs, like obviously, like I said, if you're, you can obviously make bread. I'm not saying you can make bread on it, but it's definitely gonna cook more people than more people gonna lose money than they are making money. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Because you can catch like these addictive moves, like, oh, bro, I just caught 7% on a video or one DT or zero DT, Tesla zero DTs. Like, bro, that's gamblers, man. But obviously, I'm not saying don't take them out, obviously, but I'm just saying it's gonna build a generation of gamblers instead of traders, right? Because gamblers need that instant gratification. As traders, obviously, if you catch a good play, you do get instant gratification, but that's not what we're looking for. We're just looking to be right, in the generic sense. I don't gotta be right this very moment, right now. I just wanna make sure I'm like, all right, cool. Oh damn. I market sold. I market sold. No. Damn. I guess we'll never know what the percent was gonna be. My fault, chat. I market sold at 48%. I was talking. I didn't change the on Webull where you go and change like the number of contracts that you want to buy or sell. I didn't change it. I just went to market and I just was yapping and then sold. If this goes all the way up here, I'm gonna be sick. What the hell is he talking about? Okay. This UK music, look, he kind of ass. Shit kind of boo boo. Shit kind of buns. Does QQQ look the same? Let's see. There we go. You got some requests, man. Let's get to it. Be broad day, lay it down, wave cat. Wait, is my music still playing? Hold on. I ain't trying to get. Okay, voice isolation. We good. Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, it does look pretty much the same. Ah, look. Last time I was in here, I talked about this. Bull traps. I mean bear traps, my fault. This is how bear traps operate, right? They'll find wherever your recent swing low is, and they'll come and take that bitch out and then go. That's why I said for SPY, if we do have that giant, you know what I'm saying, consolidation break, if this comes down here, oh my goodness, that's gonna be such a beautiful play. All right, we can top down. I'm saying I had a 60-day stretch without 42 Doug say? Yeah. Goodness gracious. All right. Of course, first things first. So we basically, all right, let's move it up actually. Make it more recent. All right. So you got these two connecting right here. So let's see the way it goes. Yeah. Cool. So this is all liquidities in here. So all this is liquidity. So if they want to take that liquidity, they'll go head, left shoulder, and then they'll smack it down under here and use this liquidity inside this middle to get lower. So this is like we're in this basically the same place as SPY. So you know how in SPY we kind of have that breakdown retest going on where we're trying to confirm if it's a a true breakdown or we're gonna pop. Same thing on QQQ. Watch, let's turn this on. Yep, see, basically same thing. Pre-market low right there, right? Yesterday's low. So we're stuck in between those zones. So yeah, basically same thing. It's gonna be either a inverse head and shoulder and we continue up, or it's a breakdown. This is the retest, and we'll continue lower, and we'll finally get this damn pullback. So either way it goes, let the candles close. We're in the middle, right? So we don't no diddy in the middle. Remember that. No diddling in the middle. So anything in here, just be patient with that because anything can happen, right? You could get what we want, right? You can get what we want, and that's just this inverse head and shoulder. Go ahead and push back up a little bit. Maybe sweep this high and then trick and trap down here. Or like I said, or you can go from here. Either way it goes. But we do kind of want to see a bigger push to confirm either way it goes. Because the longer it sits in the middle, it could be pretty much any fucking thing. All right. So above, below, break down, retest, continue below this low. Right. We have our next level over here. Let's say we break out, whatever, retest, and then we'll get the same, same levels that we already had. Go back to 43. You want to beat you single if I want you, but you know what's up with me. Yeah. See, and then on SPY, we bottom right at the same exact bottom. See? That's just this channel right here. But we're still inside this bigger one, right? This big purple one. This right here. Right. So that's what I'm saying. We should get this retest up here at least just for the bigger time frame. And then at some point, if we do fail, we have literally unlimited downside for the rest of this week. Right. But remember, this is multiple days. So this isn't like, oh, it's gonna happen today. Right. This took 14 days to reach the top of it. So, it's going to take time, especially if we're in a bull market. It's going to still take time to, step by step. So, yeah, watch this same upper trend, right? Broke down, right? See how we broke down. What are we doing now? Break down. It's going to either be a reclamation. We reclaim it, right? We either reclaim it, boom, we pop back out. We're not, it is probably not going to go all the way up there, but maybe retest in here again, between 719, 721, or excuse me, reject and stay inside this where all the sellers are. So yeah, keep it as simple. Remember, keep it as simple as you can. You don't need to. Uh oh, hold on, hold on. Fuck. Ultimate. Trim. All right, just told everybody to trim. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 5,500. Boss niggas getting money. 5,500. Yeah, trim that. That's exactly what. See, at this point, man, like, what more do you want from me? What more do you want? What? What? Come on, man. Like we didn't come on, like we didn't call this. Like we didn't literally call this out. Come on. Come on. Yeah. 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 Ain't nobody on YouTube live trading seeing me, boy. I'm telling you. You can go get your best. Go get your favorite guru. I guarantee you he lose every other trade he take on live. You want to know why? Because they only trade the 1 minute chart. All your favorites, all the big names, the ITCs, the TJR, all of them. Even the one dude, I forget his name. Starts with a D, I think. Him, the Asian dude too. I forget his name. Something trading. He's like super big, 1 million subscribers. Go watch him live trade. You won't. He won't do it. Why won't people live trade? Because they suck. They don't actually know how to trade. They make money off selling courses, telling people, "Oh, pay me $10 an hour. I'll teach you how to." Anytime anybody offers you or they make a YouTube video telling you that they can get you rich quick or they can YouTube can make $1,000 in 1 minute, just like I did. Anybody leads with that, bro, they're trying to sell you something. And 80% of them dudes cannot trade. Ain't nobody really going live for real. Not in the big timer space for sure. Look at that. What's our target? Clap it up, man. Clap it up in the chat. Clap it up in the chat. Gave them all the vision. 100%, 120% round two. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody who didn't catch the calls, y'all sitting there like, how did he know? How did he know? You always know. It's easy, man. It's light work. Now, I tell you what, I'm mad about those market sales that I sold down here because we don't know what the full percentage went. I know bro got 120%, but yeah, 120% caught on live. Just too easy. Like, come on, man. Did we not say this is the target versus going here to here? Why not go here to here? You literally cannot make this shit up, man. I swear. You cannot make this shit up. And I responded to her message. Yeah, look. What did I say, bro? Even got the alert waiting on us. What did I say? Where did I say this was going? Because what? We need a retest. Either way it goes, whether it goes lower or not, we do not care. We're options traders. We can catch both sides. Look at that. Hourly, bink, right off the levels, right level to level. Come on, man. And then what do we do here? Trim, take profit, roll, buy time, relax, smoke some. Yeah. Yeah, this shit getting too easy. Yeah, what y'all caught, man? What y'all drop them gains in the chat. Drop them gains in the chat. My boy Oliver Barrett caught 120%. As soon as seen him, gave them all the vision. Thanks, man. You feel me? Yes. Now, if this and then if our NBA slip hit tonight, ain't talk to me, man. I don't hear from you for a week. I'm up. Ah, I love this shit. Ooh, just does something for me. Yeah, we get a squeeze though, and it goes up here. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be mad as hell. Look at that. Look. Come on, man. We didn't even need much. Didn't need much. Caught every single move today. Every single move today. This is getting too easy. Yeah. Previous day's low. Where's that at? Right here.
720.48. Yeah, that'll be crazy. Now, if we get over 720, if you get to 720, yeah, this is a beauty. So what I would advise here, right? Obviously, if you caught this, breakout retest, UDTs, sell those, trim those, leave them running if you want to, if you can. Remember, anchor VWAP is right here, 719 flat. Remember, this is a smaller time frame. You still want to zoom out, all right? Because where we are, we still want to confirm that this just isn't a lower high, right? Who cares about size of the candle, yada yada yada? Who cares, right? Because it went all the way down here. So if this is just a retest, we've seen worse volatility, right? Obviously, like I said, for the call runners, we still want still want to go a little more, but obviously you don't want to chase that because they can just literally this candle can close roughly here, and then this next candle, it can send us to the gulag. So basically, all you want to do now is trim your calls. You know what I'm saying? If you did want to roll, I would buy 1DTs for sure. Like I wouldn't, I would stay away from zeros. Now, don't chase the move. You late, right? You late. How can you be late? We called it. We called this shit, son. We caught this shit, man. This shit getting too easy, man. The day we got our mic too. We got our mic set up, everything all groovy and shit. Yeah, so Anchor VWAP, original bottom, 719.75. And then obviously Friday's low, 720. Those upside targets, remember, anything under here can still be trying to set you a lower high, right? Yashel yes. What's he talking about? Fuck is this guy talking about? Like, this guy out of here. He mad he didn't catch the calls. Bro's a bum. Nah, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, so we already caught the move. We caught this. We caught this. We literally caught every single move today. And like I said, all my live streams, all my videos are posted on my channel. When I'm done with this live, it's gonna be posted too. So if you need anything, you need to go see how do we know? Where do we get in? How do we know this is gonna happen? How did he draw this exact move out? How did he know? Go back and rewatch the live. I talked about it all. Everybody who's been in this live the whole time, congrats to y'all. Congrats to y'all, because we've been in here straight smacking shit. And those rolls, like I said, the 1DTE rolls, those are up as well. So your 1DTs are up, your 0DTs are up over 100%. Let them run. Don't long new zeros into this push though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then whoever this bum is, Yashel, whatever the fuck, get him out of here. Put user on timeout. You can't say nothing else. Just because you didn't catch the trade, don't come in here with that bullshit. Don't come in here with that. Yes. Hell out of here, man. All right. We moved into the bigger algo channel. Is that where we sit and wait to see what happens? Yes. So you see how we're in it now. So remember, that 50%, that middle line is always going to be, just your main, if you're in the middle of either side, you want to wait for bounce off of it, reject it, right? So because we're almost at it, that's why I said don't crazy long no zeros or nothing into this, because it could just be setting up again. Like I said, it could be setting up for a lower high, right? Lower high, anywhere between here and here roughly can set lower high here, lower high trap here. You know what I'm saying? So you want to buy time on those calls. So probably a child. No, for real. Bro literally came here. First thing he said, BS. Like, bro, what? How do you see this play? You don't catch it, and then you're like, BS. What are you talking about, gang? Hell are you talking about? Bum, man. These bums. It's crazy. But yeah, so remember, this was our original target. So do we want to add exposure to the market? Probably not. How many bangers have we caught today? A bunch. So it's lunchtime too. Perfect. It's 12. I finally have my first meal. So I'm probably gonna go hoop. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go play basketball. It's pretty nice out there weather today, so probably gonna hoop. Set alerts. 719, of course. Set alerts at Thursday's high. So Thursday's high is gonna be your indicator. If we can somehow get above Thursday's high, which also, like I said, is the same level. Watch for Friday's close, which is 720. Anything above here, like I said, either watch for that zone or be careful of a sweep, right? Of that. Because like I said, anything below this can set you a lower high. Anywhere between, obviously you roughly want it under here, but they still can, because you know how the 4 hour, the 1 hour be having those weird wicks where they'll be like, perfect example, this one, right? You had this perfect
huge wick and then it flipped green on the day, and then you have this crazy, bottom wick. So you can get those, but it still technically would set, a lower high. So be careful, trying to long into this. I'm not saying you can't, obviously, which I still have a few 1DTs. The 0DTs, like I said, I sold accidentally, market sold, but the 1DTs, I still have a few of those. So I'm gonna go hoop. Yeah, watch your levels. 718.95, 719.75. So yeah, so 719, 719.75, and 720.75. These are small term levels. So higher time frame, right? If you're looking for swings and stuff like that, is what you want to see. Wait a second. Let me move this out of the way. I got sisters, brothers, ain't going on like no Indian. I'm a OG. Yeah, that's this is that shit back in the day too. Hold on. Yeah, gotta turn on me one time before I dip out. Whatever Young Thug said on that. I'm on the top of the mountain, puffing on clouds. All right, so yeah. So anyway, remember, don't forget the 5-day. We bounce off the 5-day SMA. So if we're truly bearish and the market wants to continue down tomorrow, it will attempt some sort of pushback down, right? Not saying we close below it, but if let's say if we do in the next 2-3 hours, right? Let's say we bottom here, whatever, we close below. That's the first step of it, telling us, hey, 5 days no longer support. We probably gonna close below. So that's gonna give us more time for going into tomorrow. So yeah, watch this, right? I'll wait for this close with y'all. We got 1 minute. We got a minute. Hang on that. So yeah, if this closes up, right? It's closing above our levels. So you got to be careful. You don't want to see a wick, right? And then you smack back down. So you want to see consolidation over the top, right? You want to see it attempt to go below. So you want to see it try to fail and hold, right? Because without an attempted failure, how do you know if it's really gonna hold you? You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to just go long now, because what if it tops at this anchored VWAP, right? And then you get a crazy, what if Trump, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever catalyst they want to use to dump the markets. But you still got to watch this level. So 718.50, which is really the gap close. So mind you, we didn't gap close reverse. We actually came way lower than that. But if we can reclaim the gap, either way, it's still closed, right? So either way, you still bank on that. Yeah, so let your runners run. Yeah, the 1DTEs, obviously you can be a little bit more patient with them. The zeros, set a trail stop. It's just easier. And if you use Webull, it's actually a lot easier. You can just set the percent amount. So let's say you're up, bro said he's up 120%, probably up, 120, 130%, whatever. You can set a 30% trailing stop. So if it continues up, it'll go from where you at 120. So when you set it at 30%, it'll have you at 90% stop loss. So if it goes below 90, it'll stop you out. But when you set a trailing stop loss, if it moves up, your trail moves with you. So if you move up 10%, your trail stop will move up 10%. And it'll keep moving with you until it eventually, your trail stop will never go down. But if the price fluctuates, it'll go with it, and then it'll just trigger if it goes lower. So use your trailing stops. Like I said, don't go crazy long into this. Give it time. It's lunchtime. If it holds over lunch, we can maybe change the thesis on it. But yeah, I'm not finna. Oh, my phone has 5% too. So perfect example. How long we been on? How long we been here, man? Not that long. Does it tell me how long I've been on here? I don't even know. But anyway, we got our mic now, so the video is going to be a lot more crispy when I do the analysis at the end of the day. Don't forget, like, subscribe, set on post notifications, because I might come back on if we get something crazy, right? Like I said, I'm not going to be able to just alert everybody, so just set those, because I just be burning. If I see a fire play, I'm going live, man. No cap. That battery be the perfect time to go. No, perfect. No, I swear. I'd be like, when I'm filming the videos, I'd be like, all right, guys, that's gonna. Oh, 10%. So yeah, leave this, or if y'all want me to leave the stream itself, nah, I don't want to do that. My PC and shit probably gonna be hot. Mac gonna be hot as hell by the time I get back. Yeah, that's about it, man. That's it. What more do y'all want from me? We done won so much. Y'all want me to see me catch an L? Never. Tell the market makers. No. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna see y'all. Yeah, remember, mark the algos. Take a screenshot of this if you need it. Yeah, take a screenshot of these levels. Yeah, make sure I zoom out for you. There you go. Move me out the way. Yeah, go ahead and take your little screenshot. So that way you have the levels. Screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. And then eventually once I start doing obviously more and more YouTube stuff, I'm gonna make a like a chart for all my YouTube subs and stuff like that. So I'll make a chart that you guys can actively, keep up with. So when I'm trading it, because I can do that from here. And I can make share layout and I can just have it to where every time I update something, it'll update for you. But it'll just appear in a link. So you won't be able to edit it. Because once you edit it, it's your chart. Then I won't see my live updates. But if I share this link and then once we, kind of make the channel bigger and bigger, then everyone will be able to just see that one chart that I have, and then every line I draw, it'll just magically appear in front of you. So yeah, W Live, man, drop some dubs in the chat. Drop some likes, drop some W's in the chat, man. If you made some money or you learned anything, or even if you just had a good time, drop some W's in the chat, man. Drop some dubs in the chat. E. Yeah. Dubs. Geyser. Low key, hold on, real quick. Y'all know I don't normally trade this shit. Oh, fuck. Oh my God, bro. Every time. Literally, I was like, oh, I had an alert go off. That was an hour ago. Damn. We could have caught the bottom snipe. But either way. Tesla, by time. Look what you got, man. Look what you got. By time. 400s. We'll set that alert. If this gaps over 400 tomorrow, I'm the GOAT. I'm him. But anyway, yeah, I'll see y'all. W's in chat. Appreciate y'all. Have a good lunch. If I do come back, um, we'll go crazy. We'll catch more money on, make some more money on. I'm finna go spend the money I just made on nothing. All right, I'll see y'all. All right, chat.